Can we get a little bit more order out of these? Yes? Okay.
I'm really pursuing this man. I'm hoping something good.
Okay, good luck on this one. What we've got here is this period of time where you're in the hangman position, which means you're going to have to wait. And sometimes it's good for them to do the chasing. Put this out of the way. Right here is what we've got, the hangman. We've got a little bit of refusing to see the gift. You're going to have to be patient with this fucker. If he's worth the wait, maybe you know that he's worth the wait. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know, but right now there's a change of perspective in how it's happening, how it's going. And then this is just gorgeous energy here. This is that Four of Wands, synchronicity, 1111, twin flame, blah, 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 all of that, that Four of Wands energy coming through. Here we have the Three of Coins. This is where there's a teamwork coming in, huge, huge energy there. And it seems like he does understand that you are the Queen of Wands, but right now he's seeing you more as the Page. So right now he's seeing a lot of noise. This is one where gold is of value because it's rare, and sometimes we need to make our time and our availability a little bit rare. This is what's coming through right now. If he's seeing you as the Page, he needs to know that you're busy, you got your own life going on, you got shit going on. He needs to know why you value yourself as gold. When he sees you valuing yourself as gold, it's going to catch his attention more. It's going to register more. So my grandma would probably say sometimes it's good to play hard to get. I don't know. I prefer being straightforward and straight up. But don't have everything orbiting around this person. He needs to figure out what it's like when you're not around, and that it's a bore when you're not there. Now what we have here, the Eight of Cups, walking away from something, and the Knight of Coins. This is just what I told you a second ago. Walk away. Don't be so easily and readily available for this person. You walk away, you be doing your own thing, following your own path, and then this one's going to be slow. This one's going to be slow. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. Now let's see what else is going on. This is you holding your boundaries strong, owning the show, knowing your own power, knowing what your plan is, and knowing what you're dealing with. This is you learning to be Batman. Go out and be Batman in the world. The gift comes in a little bit later. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Coins. This is coming in later. This is like, there's nothing happening here in the immediate week or even 2 weeks with this person. No. Are you sure you like this person? The phrase thick of a brick comes to mind. So if somebody's thick as a brick, it means they aren't going to get things really quick. Like, the universe might be able to bash this guy over with a sign and say, she's the one, she's magnificent. And he'd be like, that's this right here. But it feels like in about a month, there's going to be a little bit of a shift, a little bit of waking up, a little bit of seeing something as more inspirational, seeing the value in someone, something, seeing the relationship as more valuable. So you choose how you want to do. These are just the cards that came out in such a crazy, crazy fashion. It does also have a bit of a flavor of the spiral path. So if you've been on before, you know that sometimes things take a little bit longer. It's not just A to B. There's a whole spiral path you're going on. And then all of a sudden, after about 4 rounds of going around and around the spiral, it's just blip, 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 and it goes really quick. That's what it feels like.
He and I are meeting in person in 5 days.
Wow. Don't go too fast. What I'm getting is part of you is going to want to charge in. It's going to feel like so synchronized and wonderful, which I love seeing that for you. However, what goes up must come down. And again, keep it rare like gold again. Know your value, know your worth. I don't care how hot and spicy this person is. Go slow, go slow, go slow. If you get what I'm laying down here, go slow. If you get what I'm laying down here, I'm the only one should be laying down here. Go slow, like your granny would tell you to do. Yeah, that doesn't mean you can't spend time, but you've got your own shit going on, and it needs to be very apparent that there needs to be work done to earn time with you. You do not want, this one sometimes comes up as wham bam thank you ma'am, and if you're looking for a relationship and not a wham bam thank you ma'am, if you're looking for something that's got more synchronicity to it that lasts a little longer, if you want to change the fate and change your MO, this is not the time to heat the sheets, okay? I can't say it any plainer without getting probably thrown off. So it's like, yeah, you be coy is the word that I'm getting.
He's
Okay?
definitely worth the wait, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's a smart play to go a little old school on this. Now let's see what these have underneath. Transformative energy. Again, this Ace of Wands. Now this Ace of Wands, you've seen twice here, is here. Transform how you do this, because this is like new starts, new exciting beginnings. It's also the most phallic of the cards. It's the swing card. I'm telling you, I'm not your mom, I'm not your big sister, but if I was your big sister, I'd be telling you play hard to get and you don't give it over too easy, and the old phrase about the cow and the milk and all that shit. There's some truth in that, so just be aware. This is a time for you to transform. This is a time for rebirth in how you do relationships, how your MO is. Oh! Okay, we see the Wheel of Fortune here, the World here, the Knight of Cups here. These guys are going to come on. Romeo strong. He's going to seem like super, super fabulous. You need to be aware of what it is you're expecting, what it is you're wanting. And there's going to be epiphanies. Be aware of what it is if you want to cross into the next stage. Make him actually do what you want him to. Hold him to his word. If he says he's going to be doing this or if he's going to be doing that, hold him to his word. It's important. Otherwise, you're going to get player, lady slayer, false knight, Romeo, blah, blah, blah. He's going to have to be held to his word. And he's going to have to get a little bit more realistic about what love is. It's not just about all the chemistry. There's more to it than that. Chariot comes in. Emperor comes in. Sending it up on your own terms comes in. Two of Cups, which in my book is as strong as the Lover, sometimes stronger, because it's the perfect offering. If you come to the table prepared, if you come correct, so they say, then this new ace begins. Yes, and there's illumination. This is a little bit of solitude, a bit of walking through the dark night of the soul. This is also a little bit of scrutinizing what you want the new love to be. You've got three new aces here. The one ace that is missing is the Sword of Truth Clarity, but you do have the King of Swords here. It feels like it's not going to get clear right away for you. Anything else that she needs to know? I'm asking right now, I'm looking about him, what do you need to know about him? Because it feels like there's something that you would like to know. Or might need to know, will be helpful about him. We've got the King of Pentacles, we've got the Ace of Swords that came through here, interesting, and the Ace of Wands again. Be logical, don't be driven by just sheer passion alone. Be logical. Be clear in what it is you want to do. And this is the King of Pentacles coming through here with the Ace of Swords. So this is what we're seeing. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles is one that I often say, he'll say, show me your plan and I'll back your play. But it's like you have to throw the orbit into reverse order. Often in many ways that I've talked with women, our culture kind of brings us up to revolve our world around whatever the other person is doing. And I'm giving you the advice to keep your world revolving around you and let the world revolve around you. Keep investing in you. Keep doing what's going on with you, and that keeps it priority, because that's what's going to happen. When somebody is caught up with creating their own happy, their own fulfillment, and they don't put that on somebody else that's outside of them to bring to the thing, it makes things a lot easier for things to move forward. It makes relationships a lot easier if you're not putting all of your happiness invested in somebody else's hands. So do it from the point of view that you are investing in yourself, in your time, in your dreams, in your desires, in your goals, in your passions. And if he can catch up, great. This is what he will want to support. He will want to support somebody that's strong and fiercely independent on their own. Somebody with ideas and dreams that isn't needy and globbing on. That kind of energy is not going to be good. It's why you want to play it slow. It's why you want to play it cool. It's why you want to hold back a bit. But yeah. Keep it rare like gold. That's going to be helpful to you. Anything else? No, that's complete. Yeah, watch out that things don't get overheated too quickly. You've got 3 Ace of Wands, and that is the card of swing, and it's like that swing needs to settle down. So yeah, it will be worth it for you to be smarter, to be cooler, to play it cool. That's what I got.
What makes perfect sense.
Yeah, good luck on that one. I would say easier said than done on that one. A whole lot of old lady bossing coming through on that. That's what I've got. And it came through in this hot mess of a thing. Like these cards were the clearest ones that I did orderly on purpose. These others just blam, 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 blam. That's how it feels. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be all orderly. It's not going to go linear for you. It's going to be a little bit of a different experience. So, yeah.
Okie doke. And you had a messy desk there, Chad. I had to point it out.
No. I know, guys. I know. I get nosy. Like, I'm really nosy. Rude.
And Josie, that will be up on Angie's YouTube channel by the end of the day.
Yeah.
That reads,
Yeah,
if you
we'll
want to check it
upload that.
out later.
Yeah. And maybe you'll see it all and you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. But yeah.
Simily's asking, is it possible to have a love reading specific with a person?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
So if you want to have a love read about you and Joe Schmo, okay, great. We can see what's going on with you. We can see what's going on with Joe Schmo. We can see the relationship together. Yeah. Yeah. Totally can
All
do
right.
that.
If you'd like to get a read, $20 blind oracle, the $30 year ahead, the tarot reads. You just saw a specialty read, but she wanted a tarot read, so she got the extreme version, I guess. Way more than the 20 cards there.
I don't know how many cards that was. It just splattered
Yes, that
out
was
quick
a lot.
counting. It's like, yeah.
Jack, I got you up. Just need your question when you get a chance. And there's all the specialty reads, the bones with the cards, the crystal ball, the past life, and also there's the pinch today, right?
Yeah,
The
I'm doing
pinch.
Charms by the Pinch. I put them over here. So Charms
Charms by the pinch.
Yeah. So
All right,
we'll
if
see what
you'd
we're
like to
doing.
get on the list, we have one on the list right now. Jack, who's up next?
Okay.
Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Just look at the Cash App note. That is the Feisty Butterfly.
And the E comes before the I, just so you know, guys. That's how it's spelled, and it's... I remember it with E-I-E-I-O, but whatever.
You always say that.
Because it helps me remember. It's a memory trick that fucking works. If you don't like it, old man, get senile. See if I care.
What does that even mean, man? Get?
Get senile.
You're the one who piled on all the freaking things earlier. Then you even have a card swing.
I didn't, there was, multiple swings, and I can't swing, and I can't help it. That's how the cards came out.
Okay.
I'm just glad I wasn't in the deck.
We can't even show that anymore.
Yeah, that's the Celtic Tarot from Hughes that, is... Everything looks like male anatomy in that deck. It's ridiculous. Like, all the King's Thrones look like male anatomy. It's flat goofy.
It's a crazy deck. It really is a crazy,
Yeah.
crazy deck.
So maybe at some point I'll review it on Goofy YouTube or something. But I'm not in the mood for people to just, ban her channel because that's come up. But, yeah.
Okay. All right, Jack is up. Full read. She put, just feeling a bit directionless lately.
Jack, we're going into the Dark Mansion. We're going on a tour of the Dark Mansion. Give me a minute, sweetie. Put this there. I need more space. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize. Okay. Hopefully you can see this still. Okay. We're in. We're starting here. This is the entry. We're actually touring the Dark Mansion right now. I didn't know we could tour. Brand new spread coming through right now. Okay. All right, Jack. Let's see what's going on. Double doors, opening up at the double doors. This isn't like you go in just a single door of a house. This is double doors. We're thinking Dark Mansion. Figure in your mind what would maybe look like castle doors, big double castle doors. Two things have to happen before you can go forward in the double doors. First layer, Great Hall. What's in the kitchen? We've got the kitchen over here. This is a fucking crazy read. Kitchen. Great Hall. Come back to the Great Hall. There needs to be a point of centeredness, groundedness, and yeah, the directionless you feel doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means you're open to exploring more things than you recognized before. If you share, you get more. You need to be holding banquets. You need to be offering more in the buffet that's going on. In business terms, this would be like, don't niche down, don't get just niche. And there's multiple buffets, multiple experiences for you to be having right here. So if you share, you get more coming in. When I actually start looking at the cards and reading the cards, I'll let you know. But this is what it is. It's the Great Hall. There's tables that are lined like think Harry Potter Castle, Great Hall. We're talking fucking Great Hall. This is something you already know that you're supposed to be teaching. You already know that you're supposed to be doing some of this, but there's offerings, small offerings, like people can, like we have Thanksgiving coming up, right? People can choose whether they want stuffing or not, or whether they want to pig out on mashed potatoes, or whether they college, or whether they like the green bean casserole, or whether they even want turkey at all. You have offerings that people can pick and choose. And your menu is big. I'm not saying to be so big that you can't handle it, but it's bigger than what you have on offer right now. There's something about niching down that there needs to be something that, where's the dessert? Okay, back to the kitchen.
I've been thinking of doing digital products, e-courses, etc.
Gotcha. Here you are. Jack, you're right here. You're from the Great Hall to the kitchen. You're understanding the kitchen, the servants, the whole prep and cooking line, cooking team, what's going on in the kitchen, you understand. And you're bringing it out like a very dignified hostess of this Great Hall and this bash going on. This is how you're entering and going in. Let's see what else is coming on.
You didn't read it out loud.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Ha ha! You're holding your boundaries, you're holding your own, but the boundaries that you have set need to expand. Your territory needs to get bigger. So although you can defend your land and hold your boundaries and hold your territory, it doesn't mean you can't expand it. It's like when somebody buys the lot behind their house so they can have it for their horses or their barn project crafting or whatever it is. There's an expansion of the boundaries that's coming through here. A celebration coming through. This is being celebrated, not tolerated. This is an expansion of the boundaries. Again, an expansion of the buffet and the project. So instead of holding tight to whatever it is you're niching on, it's bigger than that. It's bigger. And there's something coming in that it doesn't seem like they are... It doesn't seem like they necessarily go together, but whenever you have Thanksgiving, you have turkey and you have pumpkin pie. A lot of people wouldn't put turkey and pumpkin pie together on any other time other than Thanksgiving. But after the turkey's been eaten, people lots of times will have the pumpkin pie. These are two very, very different food items, right? Two very, very different spiritual gifts, talents, knowings, knowledge bases. This is a different... There's something else that's a knowledge base that's really, really fun. And it's going to add a little bit more play. It's going to add a little bit more like... It's the pie. You need the pie. What the hell? What about this pie, please? There's something about the ideals and being your own hero and how people do traveling and they be their own hero. Something coming up with that. And let's see what's coming through here. Sorry, I got off track with this. I haven't toured the castle like this. I've never been in the Dark Mansion touring it before. This is how your particular Dark Mansion is laid out. I've never done it in such a way. All right, that's okay.
I've been getting this message a lot, just not sure what I'm supposed to be combining.
Right now, you explore. If all you know is turkey and pumpkin pie, there's a whole shit ton of other things that people do for Thanksgiving to celebrate. And it's not always the traditional things. In fact, it's often the untraditional that is the most delightful surprise. 10 of Cups. There's family, there's healing, there's joy here. There's this happy ever after +1. If you couldn't do what you're currently doing, and I'm not saying you can't, I think you actually still should keep doing what you're doing. It's pretty good. But whatever is the pie aspect of this feels really, really different. It'd be like adding belly dancing to something, or adding some kind of soulful movement or dance that helps, like, I don't know, align the chakras, clear the chakras, helps healing, that kind of thing. Something that adds movement that isn't yoga or go grow a garden. It's something a little bit different. It's a little bit wacky.
Should put guidance for my guides on the areas I feel lost, life purpose / business.
Yeah, there's something coming through very strongly here. Jack, I don't know why this is coming through. I'm getting belly dancing and hula and healing all combined together. I do not know what that's about. But this is about, you have something about healing and the hips and the movement of the hips and the way that people can clear root chakra shit can be taught through a form of dance. I don't do hula. One of my sisters does belly dancing. I don't do belly dancing. but you have the gift to figure out how that goes together. That's what I can give you about the pie. It's about movement, traveling movement, and it is about something that is traveling big. It's a different, vulnerable way to show yourself. You won't want to necessarily do it. You'd rather stay hidden in the garden, but you have to share to get more. This is you hiding out, hanging out, and you have plenty of this going on. You have enough of the money going on, but you need the reward for the investment so you don't feel anxious and nervous, and there needs more flow going on. Again, this is something where women celebrate women. They celebrate their bodies. They're celebrating movement. It's not just health and nutrition. It's not just everybody getting healthy all at once, but it's something about the art of movement and the way you move. I don't know if you do this yet. I think you've done this before. I think that you do know how to do, oh, this makes no sense. Get out of the way, Ange. Grief dances you know how to do. Healing dances you know how to do. Just like people would have rain dances, and in the Native American custom we hear about rain dancers or things like this. Just like they tell stories in hula. There is story, there is movement, there is healing, and there is alignment work that can be done, and it's done through dance, and you know how to do this. It's a gift that you didn't know. It's a traditional gift. The world has done this before in lots of different cultures and lots of different generations. It's a homework assignment. It's a whole fucking new rabbit hole for you to go down. You're going to have to check it out. But this energy, this sway, and the doing the dance, you know how to do this. If you don't know how to incorporate any of this into your business yet, take a dance class. Go learn a dance class. Get a dance video, whatever it is. Because there's something in that movement that helps release and free something, and it will link you in with something you've done before. You've done this before. You've been on this hero horse. You've done this before, sweetie. I do not know what that's about. It's just crazy. And here he is again. In the kitchen. Look. You know how to do this. You know how to do this in all kinds of forms. Now, if somebody were to see me dancing, when I was younger and in the clubs and had been drinking, I thought I could dance. And boy, did I really think I could dance. Probably not true. Probably a little bit of an alcohol-induced delusion. For you, it's not an alcohol-induced delusion. You know how to be in touch with breath work, with your body, with your hips. From hip to the top of your head, you know how to be in tune with things, and you know how to shift things. It's like some people that wouldn't hear tarot and be like, oh yeah, that's okay. This is the spiritual gift to heal. This. There's something you're doing in this that's important. I don't know what it's about. The Empress. Oh, do not hold back on this. We've got to repeat on this. That it's intimidating to you. It feels a little weird to you. It feels like a little bit out in the cold, but it is a gift that you can share with others that gets connected with their bodies. And it's not just, okay, everybody, let's eat a spinach salad. Time for our Brussels sprouts and bacon. That's a great combination. No. You're going to teach something a little bit different related to body, to healing, to health, to harmony, and it has to do with motion. And it's time to deliver it. It's bringing it forward. It's bringing it forward fairly soon. You need to start investigating this. I don't know why. Maybe you're just going to be dancing in your living room for an hour before you start doing your other stuff. I have no fucking clue. Probably it's going to be more than that. I have a slight suspicion on this, that it's more than that. It helps you connect, and it's, again, the healing waters energy. Yeah. This is something that is about the healing waters, about healing, and particularly healing feminine, healing the divine in many feminine. It's a return to a different kind of art form, a return to a forgotten art. One second. There's many forgotten arts. I'm in a book here. There's many forgotten arts that come with the dancing, the invitation to dance, and the way that dances have been perceived in the past. There's many forgotten arts, but the movement and the motion of the dance, the learning of the dance, and the required connection with our own bodies is something that's important for us to be able to learn, to share, and not just teach, but also to explore. The exploratory needs to happen first. Yes. There's something beautiful about this. There's something beautiful in the way that we connect with our bodies. We get comfortable in our own skin when we actually dance. And whether we care if we're a good dancer or a bad dancer doesn't matter. It's this connection to where our body actually is, moving in space-time, that helps us be present now. Whatever this is, there is storytelling and teaching, and you can teach healing from a different point of view, a different perspective, a different angle in through this. I don't know why it's so strongly this for you. I have no idea. But this is what's coming through. It's hope, healing, second chances. It's getting out of the really, really overthinking, choppy waters, going more towards peace and more towards flow, and that's the Grail right there. Anything else she needs to know?
Makes sense in a sense.
It makes sense in a huge sense. You're going to find this out even more and more and more. You need to be doing some dancing. You're too in your head about whatever it is you're doing, and it gives you limitations. So when you get in your body more, teaching through what your movement is, it's going to be good. You need to free her.
I'm just frustrated that things either flow a lot or not at all.
Oh, well, tough shit, sweetie pie. This is called the cycles of life. I get frustrated with that same damn thing. Sometimes it's like brick wall, brick wall, brick wall. But this is how it goes. This is how we make breakthroughs. So I'm sorry to be so abrupt with you. But darling, 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 don't let the frustration get in the way of the exploration. Explore. You have so many gifts going on that are good gifts. Don't get frustrated because the answers aren't like just clear, clear, clear. You need to explore, explore, explore. This is coming through as what I've told you here. And this is a great thing. It's going to be where you get in, you're going to be in the movement, in dancing, in the movement. And you're going to be focused on the movement enough that your brain and your overthinking gets out of the way. And finally, the epiphanies can pop through. Okay? So this is how you physically have to get out of your own way. And dancing is one of the ways that you can do this.
I'm from New Jersey, Ange. I have tough skin, LOL, but I love your approach.
Yeah. And then here's the King of Pentacles. There's somebody in the universe ready to back this play. This feels like a different divine aspect of self. And this king comes through with the masculine aspects, but this feels like it's a feminine person. So if you're looking for somebody that values the Queen of Pentacles a lot, you're looking for a partner, but it's not going to be a man. Even though this is showing up as a masculine, this feels like a feminine with more masculine type attributes in the personality that has the strength and fortitude to help see what's going on in this vision. That's going to be very, very supportive and really understands how long it takes to stack different things. This is a forgotten art for you. This is a forgotten art. Just like you've seen me talk about skywriting or light language or things like this. Healing through dance is something that is a forgotten art that people have forgotten how to do. It is something that's very, very important. It's like why sometimes you see a bunch of old people that always wanted to learn to dance and they don't ever take a dance class, and they finally do and they love it. And they really are feeling more themselves. This is something that is huge for you. There's something that when you do this brings story through. But you got to quit hiding, get out of your head. Quit holding on to everything that you think you know, because you have to open up to receive more. You have to release some of this. You will share these gifts across the Great Hall. Okay. I'm getting Katie Lane. She's a big bone gal from Southern Alberta. You just wouldn't call her small. Yeah. It's you look up that song. You're not a big bone gal at all. But that energy of that song, I would start there. And if you put that on while you're cleaning the house or whatever, it's going to sound crazy. But just do it. Let yourself dance through that once or twice and see if you can get the vibe. It's going to shift. Yeah, that's the one. Show them that. Yeah. That's what it is. And it's like you get in your groove. It helps you get your groove back. You share, you get more. You're offering pie, not just... You need to offer the substantial things like the healthy, healthy turkey and the healthy, healthy this, that. But the pie aspect is what you need to incorporate a little bit more of. It helps you get your clarity. Anything else? No. This is a very interesting tour. When we go back to the kitchen area over here and we get the Empress, she knows what she needs. She's raiding the fridge, getting all of the elements, all the spiritual gifts out, getting all the offerings on the table. You are a multi-gifted type of person. You don't just have one talent. It's almost like anything that you would want to do, you pick up really, really quickly. Some people have laser focus on one talent or a couple of talents. You have multi-talent, and you pick it up really quick and precisely. That's what I've got. Holy cow. I might have, I don't know, if I feel the nudge to do another tour through the mansion for somebody else, I will. But this is the Dark Mansion, and this is one of my all-time favorite decks. And it's beautiful. Yeah, you have very much to offer, to give. It needs to come from a place that isn't frustration, that's more like the sway in the hips and owning the show, babe, because you got this. That's what I got. That's complete. All right, I preached
Okay,
enough.
Ange.
I preached enough. You heard me. Jeez. I'm a bossy old cow sometimes. Sorry.
Hard to make it cohesive.
Put on Katie Lang's Big Bone Gal. Cohese that. Cohese this. Dance to it in your fucking kitchen. Next step. Dance some more. Keep dancing because for you that's a form of sacred meditation, sacred healing, and sacred storytelling. And that is a gift. Not every gift is going to be, oh, I'm going to teach about botanical gardening and growing, or I'm going to teach. Well, where do you think yoga is related? Yoga is related, but everybody has yoga teachers. Everybody has yoga doing this. When you are doing spiritual, sacred, healing dance, you are doing sacred healing work, whether you know it or not. It is like if somebody were to do a rain dance and call down the rains from the universe. You can do those kinds of things and help people call healing forward. I don't know how to make the pumpkin pie and the turkey all on the same table looking gorgeous in the buffet, but I'm telling you, that's your pumpkin pie. And that's a gift that you have not tapped, chased, pursued. And I don't think it'll be denied either. I don't think it's going to be denied. I think it's something that you'll be like, okay, that sounds absolute wackadoodle-doo. But until you start doing it, you won't realize. When you start doing it, you'll be like, okay, there's something here. There's something really healing here.
So sacral somatic yoga and Vegas nerve stimulation.
Yes, absolutely.
Just starting to incorporate this.
Absolutely. Yes. Think cranial sacral, right? In massage, you think, okay, this is just a little bit of adjustment here and here. It's not huge, but yeah. And when you have sacral activity, again with the hips, when you have this going on, you have somatic releases, and this is also relationship releases. There's also a strong connection with the hips and the heart, right? Hips and heart and high crown chakra, all of it lines up. There's an alignment going on. Yes, you're on the track. You're on the track, sweetie.
Sounds like an element of fun to the healing I already offer.
Exactly. A little bit more fun, please, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I never dance as far as for healing purposes, but I love to move my body.
Yeah, you need to dance for healing purposes. There's sacred storytelling. It is something that is very much, it is going to create very sacred and somatic responses in those that you work with. So I would start with that. I swear, I know that sounds a little bit cuckoo, but part of what you're teaching is recovery and healing. And part of what people need to recover after big breakups or big difficulty and big trauma in their life is how to heal that, and we store it in our body. Dance is a way that we can release it. Dance is something we can all do, even if we do it badly, right? We can all do it, and it's a huge thing for you. So I don't know what to tell you. Do it is what I can tell you. It's something that you need to do. You have this in your bailiwick. You have this in your past history. You've done this before by way of like very magic-y woo-woo healing type energy. Call it whatever you want, but it's sacred dance that comes through. Think of kachinas. Think of heyokas. Think of hula dancers. It's not so much yoga. Everybody yoga, and yoga's great, but get that out of the head altogether. It needs to have more hip going through because it is very sacrum oriented, very sacred, and very much about release and moving forward. Very self-love coming through on that one too. All right, I had to create a whole new space for this. There wasn't enough space on my desk for touring the mansion that way, but all right.
And jackpot, thank you, Angie.
You are welcome. I can't wait to hear back. Try out that Katie Lang song. I know it's an old-fashioned, old screwy song, but try that a couple of times and see if it becomes more clear. Because there's an energy to that specific song that has such confidence in it, such clarity. You don't have to be a ballerina to do this. You don't have to be a ballerina to own the show when you dance. When you dance and you have this confidence, it radiates off of you. So that's what I thought.
Chad asks, is it tribal dance or more serpent?
Ask Jack. One is maybe not different than the other as we might think. That's what I'm getting.
Michelle put, sounds like a class I would take.
I think a lot of women would take that class. I think a lot of women would take it. And it's not because they're taking the class to get fit or get exercise in or anything. It's because they want to get luscious. That's what I get. All right. I've lost my other cards. I don't know where I put them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm missing a lot. Like TikTok is like I've tried to answer Jen. Jen asked a question. Jen's in the room.
Hey,
and
Jen.
every time I type it in, nothing. So Kim
Okay.
had to handle it for me.
Okay.
It's like being weird today. Jack put, I don't quite know what it is yet, but I'll let you know when I figure it out.
Yeah. You're going to have to be dancing around your kitchen to figure out what it is. And it's going to take more than one go of it. So it might take a month and a half of dancing around to Katie Lang and anything else that you want. So, yeah.
Okie doke. And tomorrow, Angie will be on the Black and Orange
I think so. I think I'll be on the
channel.
Black and Orange on YouTube.
on
so,
Autumn's YouTube channel as a guest.
So I think so. I've got to coordinate with her. If that's what we had planned, we'll see if that's gonna actually still be what she's wanting to do. So I haven't emailed with her this week to see for sure, but that was the plan as of last week. So we'll see.
Okay. So that usually is what, like midday, 11 o'clock our time ish?
11 o'clock Utah time, noon Chicago time, that kind of thing. So, yeah. So.
Okay. All right. And Kim asked about the tapestry thing.
It is right here. The man is home and he's taller than me, and he should be able to help me hang it. It is gorge. I mean, look how perfect the blue is. I mean, look. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now, if you look behind me, my friend Laura and I, when we hung this one behind me, we put ponytail holders up to hold it on the curtain rods. This one doesn't have a casing, so I don't know if we're going to use the curtain rod or how we're going to do that. I'm going to try and trick that one over there into helping me hang it today.
Hopefully today. We have things going on, but we're getting new shoes on the car tomorrow. We got groceries to go pick up.
Dude, I don't want to hear blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Got to switch out to winter tires on the other one. So,
It's gorgeous, and it's right here, and I am ready. I just am short. So I need help. And you need, like, if you're going to hang something this big, you need 4 arms. Like, it's bigger than my wingspan. I can't, you need 2 people to do this. So definitely, I hope that.
And Michelle, that is the channel that we think Angie's going to be on tomorrow.
We think.
That
So,
is Autumn.
and
there.
if it's not tomorrow, then we'll coordinate another time, but we'll see what's going on with that. I need to connect with her. So, anyway.
Okie doke. Okay, next up we have Simley.
Okay, Simley. What's the
Full love read, a full love reconciliation reading for Simley about her and Marino, sorry.
Simley and Marino, a love read reconciliation is full reading.
Yes. Jen, you're on deck.
We're going for good karma. We're doing person A, person B, the energy between in general, and then we're going to go to the reconciliation work. We'll keep the categories the same. This is how we're doing it. Okay. Person A, person B. Yeah, okay. This is where everything's gone to shit for a minute and a half. This is the gift and the value that's still there and a new start that can come. The Tower, a lot of people hate this card because it's, oh fuck, oh shit, oh no, everything's gone to hell. Catastrophe. I love the Tower. I love the Tower because once everything's been torn down, then you kick away the rubble and you can either build something new or start somewhere fresh. And both things need to happen in your case. It feels like this has already happened. Somebody needs to look out for their own interest. This is a 6 of Swords, but it's coming in with an additional sword. It's coming in like the 7, where it means cover your ass, see what's going on. And you need to leave the rough waters for smooth. This means if reconciliation is what you want, then trust is going to have to be rebuilt and rebroached again. And it's going to be a little bit of patience required for person A. This one's trying to make the climb to do the thing that needs to be done to get to the peace, but it's going to be work to do it. Now over here, we have the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Coins. Somebody is refusing to see something and they're being greedy and stingy. Person B may have been, not a nice way to put this. Person B might have been majorly at fault in this particular situation. They might be the one with their head up their ass. They might not know it yet. They might not know what to do, and they might not want to own what has happened. This is what person B is feeling stubborn and dug in. They don't need to be told how they fucked up over and over and over again. They already know, and so they're like holding tight, closing down, and refusing to see new growth and new headway coming forward. That's the status as it is now. Let's see what's going on. Reconciliation energy across the bottom of person A and B. This one's really ready to do the work. This one, all I'm getting on this one is this one knows they fucked up. You may want to move forward. They might not know if they can do that. They might not know if they're capable. Okay. Let's get this more fine-tuned. The reconciliation energy will be right here. What does person A need to know for a lesson to move forward? What does person B need to know for a lesson to move forward? The reconciliation energy, then we're going from there. Person A needs to stand in her truth, stand in her power, know that she is the magic. She's got the magic. She's the one that comes in and the party starts with her. It feels like a real ding on value and self-worth that's happened, and she's forgotten her mojo. It's about getting your mojo back, understanding your own divine self in a very, very confident way is person A's thing. Person B, chained to the devil. Whatever the addiction, whatever the vice, whatever the lesson, whatever the poor behavior, the lie, the bullshit, there's still some of this going on, and this person doesn't know if they can get over or through this. Yeah.
B is him for sure, because I'm ready to work on it.
Yeah. It's reconciliation energy. He's not ready yet. I don't know if he knows if he's ready yet to give up his vice, whatever this is. I'm calling it vice. Now, vice could be anything from gambling to drugs to drinking to women to workaholic to you name it. But he's not sure that he's ready to change this yet because change feels bigger and scarier to him. What's going on in the reconciliation energy? I love seeing this. Wow, I love seeing this. I love seeing this. For you, you're going to have to remember your confidence. Remember your power. Don't second guess or doubt yourself. This person feels like person B fucked up. Feels like they know they fucked up, but they don't know how to make things right yet. They haven't figured it out. We have the new opportunity here, new room for growth, new room for reward, overflowing love emotions that come through, and this 6 of Coins, a gift to the universe. You need to be able to offer gifts to the relationships, gifts to each other, but you're probably going to be the one offering the gift first. That does not mean be a doormat. Hear me clearly. That does not mean doubt yourself, accept too little, or be a doormat. It means he's dealing with his own shadow lessons, his own bullshittery, and he's doing a number on his own head. So if you want this reconciliation to go, you can offer the best of you, but you cannot settle. So that means you have to learn how to compromise, but not compromise yourself, okay? What else on the reconciliation?
That is what I am working on myself.
Yeah. And this means for you, I would do whatever it is. I'd do a little retail therapy, honestly. If that means go get your nails done, if that means go get your hair done, if that means go get yourself the sexiest new high heels that you love for yourself, not for this fucker, but for yourself. So you're looking good, feeling good, and flirting with the universe in a great way where your happy is fully reinstalled. This is what needs to be there for your confidence to return. Now here we have the Magician working on manifesting the 7 of Cups. A little bit of procrastination energy here. Don't procrastinate. Make the choices. Don't think pie in the sky. Don't give this guy too much credit either. If this guy has been a schmuck and needs to own it, he needs to own it. If he's been a real asshole, he needs to own it. But it doesn't mean you have to stay stuck there. And if you've already had the conversation, hey, you've been an asshole for whatever, blah, 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 blah. If you're ready to move forward, you do everything to spoil yourself possible. 4 of Wands. This is indicating a new celebration in spring. It's not going to be an overnight click healing. This is the card of April. This is weddings, graduations, births, celebrations. It's walking through the door. You're ready to walk through the door, through the portal, through this moving forward energy. He's not ready to do that yet. He hasn't figured it out yet. Anything else going on with this? I want the information here without getting too nosy in your business. I'm already in your business somewhat. But what is it that is Okay. Okay, what I'm getting is he wants to be supportive. He's the king of coins coming in, but he doesn't know that. He feels like he's hiding behind this page of coins. There's something about his own insecurity. He doesn't know that he can be the Batman and you can be the Batman. And what I mean by that is we are all the main characters in our own lives. He doesn't know that you both can be the main characters in your own lives. You're not the Robin. He's not the Robin. We're all the Batman. I'm the Batman. Phil's the Batman. But he's hesitating. He's holding back. He's operating like this. He's still trying to figure out how to be supportive of you and step into his own power. There's a new change in how he views relationships and dealing with relationships that is coming forward for him. Anything else? He doesn't know he can honor your strength and have his strength at the same time. So he hides or behaves in a immature, poor way. There are keys given, there is access given, there is something traditional that is a gift given. And he's almost ready to walk this path, but it's going to take some time. Now for you, what do you need to know over here? Anything else? Just, sweetie, you get your mojo. You are not defined by how things have gone so far. And just because somebody has been a fuckwit doesn't mean that it's on you. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. You are the happy ever after for so many. It's like you are a good catch is what my grandma or my mom would say. You're a good catch. You've got a good catch. And you've got the stinky fish tea. There's something more substantial here. You're creative and you are the wish come true for so many. So make sure you honor yourself. You take the lead. You be the leader. You follow things. You lead and others can follow your lead. You inspire. You embody both the Queen and King of Wands here. This is what's going on. You need to have the excitement, the fire for what you're doing, whether it's your work, whether it's your passion project, whatever it is that's inspirational. You dive into that, dive into that, dive into that. Don't procrastinate what you need to do for yourself. Anything else? Don't be pie in the sky. If he's been a fuckwit, he's been a fuckwit on something. Don't procrastinate is what I get. Go out and spoil yourself a little bit more. Remind yourself, not just him, but yourself, how magnificent you are and who you're dealing with. Justice is coming. There is some kind of karmic lesson coming in this for you. There's a balance coming up for you on this. This is huge. That's what I've got. This is what's going on for the reconciliation. What's already happened here, how he's been closed down, shut down, not seeing, and feeling trapped or stuck. It's the boy who's trying to learn how to become the man, and it takes a little bit of time for this one. Feels like April is a time of change for you and new gifts being offered here. Stepping into it, walking away from the destruction of the tower and setting up something new, creating the new path. That's what I've got. That feels complete. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. I think I got nosy enough without getting too much of your business out there, but you'll know what I'm talking about.
You think there will be reconciliation in 2025?
Yeah. I think in 2025, I think that he needs to grow up some. I think you need to focus on everything you can do to love on yourself, to take care of yourself, to do right to yourself, to do good for yourself. And I think he's not going to know things for a while. He's still figuring it out. He's still small. Expansive and growth, yes, that's coming all the way across through here. But I'm seeing it more in 2025, and I'm seeing it more towards April, which means this one is not figuring it out anytime soon. But it's not all about how he figures it out. It's about how you figure out to take care of you. He might figure out too little, too late, but he might figure it out in time. It's up to you on how you handle you. You can't control another person's actions or feelings or what they're doing, but the opportunity for reconciliation would be better in 2025. And right now, he's got his head up his ass.
Definitely feel I need to learn that lesson.
It's a tricky one. And I think we get that. A lot of us get this lesson. So it's not just that... it's not you were dumb or anything was wrong or you did anything wrong. No, it's just sometimes part of our curriculum for a lot of us. So that's what I got.
Woo.
Yeah. That was a good one. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, man. Okay.
All right, Ange. Wow. She said,
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And spoil yourself like crazy this winter. Like, you need to be the queen bee. You need to be owning the show of everything. Yeah, spoil yourself rotten. So that's what I got.
All right, if you've never been with us before, yes, there's Angie's 875
No, it's only 675.
card collection all around.
It's only 675.
Only.
Yes.
With more coming tomorrow, possibly.
No, I think they're going to get her a little later. But yeah, there are more on the way. But some of them are duplicates, like you've seen. So if we counted them by duplicates, I'm sure my collection would only be like 300.
So Jen is here.
Hey,
And,
Jen. Okay, so Jen, if you ever got anything about whatever that mustard clue was for you, I've been dying if it's come through or not. I don't know. It was one of the most weirdest things I've ever said in tarot was something about Oscar Mayer wieners and mustard to you in a read. And I still have yet to figure out, okay, all right. So, yeah, it was as rogue as like one time at band camp. It's just like crazy, you know. Just nutty.
all right, Hannah, I got yours. Thanks so much. We have Jen up next, and then
okay.
you will be after Jen.
Okay.
She said, still not sure, but I will text you when I know.
If this comes through in 5 years, we will both be laughing our socks off like, okay, what is this? What is this? Yeah, I don't know always, guys. Usually there's like something that's weird and people know within a little while. Sometimes it's really like out there.
Okay, we got Jen for a blind.
Jen for a blind, okay.
Hannah, you're next on deck.
Jen for a blind. 1 second. Okay. All right. So Jen, we're kind of in Steph's waters. This is the deck that Kim sent me, but she also sent it to Steph, and it's got very mermaid feel and energy. It's Elemental Empath. Is that right? I think that's right. It's beautiful. This is where we're going. You're going into the water and into the flow. Very, very in the mermaid lands. You're going under for whatever reason. You're going into the depths of emotion. There's something that's very, very deep emotion, and there's catharsis coming through for you. Okay, what do we got going on? Okay, we've got empath, intuition, and ego illusions. There's also like the comedy and the tragedy going on with these, and then there's also the third face coming through. And this is saying, don't believe thoughts, inner stories, and befriend the ego. What is this about your own narrative that you're changing, that you're doing a little bit differently? That's what's coming in here. The empath and the intuition. This is just developmental stuff that you're doing. You already know so much on this. It's hard for me to even understand. But this is like sending out, sending out. Where is it you're supposed to be healing? The recent loss that you've suffered isn't meant to take forever, but it is meant for you to be able to heal and send out healing energy to others who have also suffered loss. Your intuition knows that this is so. It's sometimes easy for us to get caught up in our own daily realm of our own stuff that we've got to handle, stuff that we've got to do, stuff that we want to get squared away, and get very egocentric. There's expansion coming through. And it feels like a painful lesson and a release of that. And to me, this is where the comedy and the tragedy come through together. It doesn't mean don't feel the feels of when we have the moments that are the more the tragedy, the more difficult moments. It doesn't mean don't feel the feels. But look forward to the joy that's coming back to us again. Activating empathic magic. I'm telling you, there's something about the releasing and how you're sending healing forward. But when you send healing forward for others, it also heals yourself. It's like you would think on behalf of another really easily and do the work to help somebody. And sometimes put yourself last on the list. But when you're healing others or sending forth healing magic for others, it's also healing and restoring self on some level. And it's huge. Loving the self on all levels. Yes. One more over here. The deep emotion and this challenging past few years that's been vexing is the word that I would use. That's felt like a teeth kicker on a couple of different circumstances for you. That needs to be released a little bit more. You're doing really, really well on this, but it feels like just when you come up to like tra-la-la land, then another teeth kicker opportunity to learn how to forgive the fucker comes up, or how to release some grief comes up, and it's like, haven't you had these lessons enough? I don't think any of us come out unscathed, and we always think that one lesson in this would be enough. But sometimes we get bonus lessons, and this is just the depth of healing. Practicing daily spirituality is what's coming in through here, in letting go of the ego, and letting go of some sense of, this is what I'm getting, so don't take this as judgment. But even if it feels unfair, doesn't mean that it's not unfair. Even if it feels like, why is this happening? This feels so unfair. What did I do to deserve this? I've been playing the game nicely. I've been doing everything I should do. Why am I getting punished? It's not, you're getting singled out. It's not personal, and you're not getting punished. And it's not as unfair as what it feels. So when we have something taken from us, when we have situations that are difficult, and it feels like, all right, really? Why? There is reason to it. We might not know what that reason is just yet. And we might not get all the answers before we're dead. But there is bigger reason going on.
I'm past most of that, honestly.
Good. So send out what you can for healing. It's like that there's something in your back pockets that is heavy. So when you're moving, you don't realize there's something heavy in your back pockets. It's just there. You're moving with it. You're carrying extra weight in your back pockets. I don't know why. It's the back pockets reference that I'm getting. But it makes it tricky to swim through the flow when you have this extra weight in there that needs to be freed from you. Sometimes we think we're through something and we have healed a lot of things, and it might sneak up on us later. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Sometimes we think, like, my mom passed in 2020, and I think all my grieving is done with that, or at least the big parts of it is done for me. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll be missing her so much, and it will sneak up on me sometimes. And it feels like there is something along those lines. Now, be it a grieving, be it a forgiving, be it whatever. It feels like there's heaviness in the back pockets. It feels like it's there, you're carrying it. And it feels like every once in a while you're going to release more and more of this. I think the bulk of the work has been done on a lot of this. But sometimes we revisit these things to release a little bit more. Earlier we were talking about somatic response and somatic release. And it's sometimes like if you go get some body work done or some energy work done, and there's, for some reason, you find yourself in tears, you have no idea that you've been holding on to something. It sometimes is a good thing. I'm not saying that that's necessarily going to be happening for you, but don't be surprised if something sneaks up on you. You can only do the best you can in each day and allow as much light to come through you as possible.
Makes sense.
There is something about a need for this time out, for isolation, for time to self, for healing. A need to take care of self a little bit more. Prioritize this a little bit greater. It doesn't mean don't help others, don't take care of others, don't run the kids, the house, the family, so many things, so many demands on you. But you got to mark the time for yourself. It's important, or you're going to run yourself empty, and that's not going to be good. There is something about the time out hugely important. This says sanctuary, and it says privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. This is you taking care of you. You need your Calgon take me away moment, and everybody else needs to F off. Yeah. Whatever the boundary is, whatever this timeout is that you need for yourself, it needs to be honored. It says awareness, contemplation, solitude, and time alone. Don't let the hubbubbery of family life and whatever is going on get in the way, because the freedom comes through this. The freedom, independence, self-determination. It comes through honoring the space for self. And with holiday season coming up, it's so easy to start putting ourselves at the bottom of the list. And don't be letting that happen this holiday season for you. Important for you to put yourself top of the list, and then the rest of it can be resolved. Anything else coming through? We've got sad embrace, education, and strength coming through. This is a little bit of that healing work, and it doesn't seem like it's far off. There's a little bit of the sweet and the bittersweet that comes through. So let that come through. Let the sweet come through also. The education's coming through. I don't know what you're going to be learning or looking back on. Yes, I do. If you're looking back through a journal, if you were to flip through your own journal from 15 years ago or from well over 5 years ago, way a long time ago, what would that girl's journal be saying? What would the younger Jen be writing about? What would her struggles be? There's something to honor in there and be really proud of how far you've come, how well you've done. And it's like you are moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. This education is honoring the younger Jen and really taking the time to acknowledge that. Sometimes there are memories and things we go through that, like, I've had a couple journals that I burned. You guys know that I do a lot of burning the paper release kind of things. And I've had journals from difficult times in my life that I've burned the journal because I never wanted to go into that writing again because it was that painful for me. And it feels like your journal is just like going back and an acknowledgement. So if you were to look through the journal, even if you've burned the journal, in your mind you could look through the pages. You would know the page. You would know the point of pain. And you would know how far you've come from that point of pain, and it really needs honored. So you might contemplate it in some of this time. You might contemplate it in your time out. And you might be putting yourself first, putting yourself first, putting yourself first, putting yourself first. Don't forget to do this. Then the sad embrace becomes something that's more the sweet of the bittersweet. Strength is right here. I mean, look at you. This is glorious. And look at this. Ass-kicking woman there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. You can carry the world on one hand and kick ass on the other and have all the joy and the energy of moving forward. All right there. All right there. Huge. There is something that you will emulate, that you will hold for self, that will teach others in the way you carry yourself, in the way you hold yourself, in the way you comport. That's a really old-fashioned word, but in your comportment, that others see, that helps light come through, helps lift, helps shine through in difficult days, in difficult times, in a difficult season. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. There's something huge here. Don't take the time you need to take away. Take a breath. Do whatever it is. Don't solve the whole world's problems. Not too much of that. Do what you need to do for you first, and then you're better able to lift. Anything else? There's something about, there's a song that's like, get your booty on the dance floor, make my day, but it's the make my day, and it's not go ahead punk, make my day. It's about making each day sacred, divine, make my day, and something about how you're creating that energy of creation that comes through. Honor that more in the morning, make my day, make my day. What you're doing is making this memory for self and making your own path a little bit stronger. You're forging it first, and it makes the day shift. Very interesting. Yeah, that's what I've got. Make my day. Let's come through. Get your booty on the dance floor. Make my day. Make my day. I don't know what that's from.
Alicia put Pump Up the Jam.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
It's so like, I'm lost in here, and like the clear audience will drop just a lyric or a couple lyrics from a song. It's like, what the? No idea. Okay. Pump Up the Jam is something I'm going to be listening to after the show today. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, honey. This is something, huge well done on this. Huge well done. You are warrior woman. You are strong fighter woman. It's not always fun to be the strong one. It's not always fun to be the one that's the warrior woman. But you are, and you've done so damn well. And I don't think enough people tell you that. So I am telling you, my friend, you have done so damn well. You are doing so good. Keep doing everything you can to love on yourself to the best you can, because it is enough. You are doing fabulous. Keep at it. Keep at it. You're doing wonderful. And big hugs to you. Big, big hugs to you. All right, that's complete. I'll get too mushy. All right. Pump up the jam. Good grief. Yeah.
Jen put tears.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I try not to get too mushy, but it's been difficult. It's been tricky, and you've done really, really good. So yeah. Wow. Okay.
And she put, thanks, friend.
You're welcome, honey.
It's
You're
exactly what I needed.
welcome. Oh, good. Okay. All right.
All right, we have Hannah, then we
Okay.
have Brenda, then we have Vika.
Okay, Hannah.
Hannah is a full read.
All right. I
Love-
need water.
Love read between Hannah and Venny. I hope I said that right.
Okay.
With, let's see, also, of course, stupid penny bell.
So we have the Wanderer's Tarot here. And I'm going a 10 and a 10. So person A, person B in the 10 pack, and then we'll see if anything merges through. I don't have a third deck of this one yet, so we'll just use same deck, second deck edged in a different color, okay? Person A, person B between Hannah and Venny.
With reconciliation and communication, we are in no contact right now. Brenda, up on deck.
Whoa, hang on. I just need more space on this desk today, guys. I don't know what's what with this, but I just need it. Scooch this over a little bit, guys. Top row. Okay, and this is the crossing card over the top here. All right, person B, right here. So I'm doing a box 9 plus a crossing card for each person, then we'll see the energy between. Hopefully you can see this well enough. Now when you do a box 9, if you think of like a tic-tac-toe, and you got the 3 in the rows, the lines that will come out prominently, how to explain? It is like seeing a tic-tac-toe board, and you'll see a line that comes out more prominently. You can see different lines, different things being said, but usually there's one that will stand out more prominently. With this question, there might be a little bit more going on than just that. So let's see what's going on. Person A, person B, the reconciliation. I don't have a third deck, so we're going to go to a standard Rider-Waite for the energy between. All right. You trust your higher self over me or any other tarot reader. I will tell everyone that every time. Because your higher self knows more details than just a tarot reader right here. But what I'm getting is I wouldn't reconcile with this dickhead. Straight up, straight out, I wouldn't reconcile. These come through with such strength. It's the Devil, it's the Death card, and it's the Queen of Cups in the middle that has the love lost, that has a dream to dream, and she learns from the love lost, but she doesn't wallow in it. The Devil and the Death card is saying not letting go of something that needs to be let go of. Person A, person B. I need a crossing card on this one. There's something in here that is a real trick. One is not as good as the other. And there's something in here that there's a sense of trying to manipulate a love situation, manipulate a lover situation to force something when it's over. This is the line here. The line that comes through here is there's a forced situation with lovers that does not serve. And the Sun card coming through here to the Tower, there's illumination, but you can build this fucker higher, 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 higher. It's still going to fall. It's still going to go. The beautiful thing is recognizing that it needs to go and something else needs to start. Here's the Two of Swords here. You're crediting too much over here and the Sword of Truth here. You go over in this one, you got the Two of Swords as the crossing card here and the Page of Pentacles. This one's forever going to be in boy mode. Take the gender off of it. When somebody's got Peter Pan syndrome, they're never going to fucking grow up. They're going to take forever to grow up. One is not as good as the other. If you're constantly waiting for somebody to grow up, to rise to the situation, to man up. Clarity on here. This person will move on. It's right through here. There's the Lover's card over here. Move on. This one is not as good as the other. This one considers you as an option, not as the chosen. And the Lovers. This is something that is meant to be a karmic lesson for the both of you. It isn't meant to be the fairy tale ending. So I would love it if I was seeing Four of Wands all over the place and thinking happy ever after, tra la 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 la. But I would be doing anybody a disservice to tell them that, especially when death and the devil are marching so strong here. You can do better. If you were my sister, I'd stinger pop you in the head just and be like, okay, let's wake up. There's more fish in the sea. You can do better. Do not. If you were my sister, and this is going to sound a little bit harsh, and you might want to tell me, fuck off, Angie, whatever. But this one is not worth any more of your goddamn tears. This person has been a dick. I don't like it, but that's what I'm getting. I do not like it at all. It feels like a lot of being played. You've second-guessed your own judgment, your own discerning has been a challenge. You've been following this King of Wands ego, and it's not as good as the other. Anything else? Sorry, we're getting into the what's going on with this fucker. Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to tolerate you, or you're going to tolerate him and tolerate him. But nobody's celebrating anybody here. This feels like it's foolish, and you're just waiting, and you're about as noticed as, I don't know, the extra stuffed, overstuffed chair in the living room. Your furniture. It's like, this person does not have a huge appreciation for you. He'll give you just enough to pull you back in. This fucker needs thrown out on his ass is what I'm getting. Do not waste your tears, your company, your energy. I would not make him bake cookies with X-Lax in them because I wouldn't want to waste the time heating my oven up. I just wouldn't. Two of Cups, he is not. Four of Swords, you need to retreat, pull back. You need your own fresh start. You cannot get that with this fucker around. You need time on your own. I wouldn't reconcile with this. No. What this says about reconciliation is probably possible, and he'd get a good deal, and he would, like, get you on the hook and get you right in the same place, back to square one, and yay for you. You're feeling like shit again in just, what, under 2 weeks? Jesus, no, I wouldn't go back to this fucker. No. Sorry. The reconciliation, I would love to tell you it's tra-la-la-la-la and happy. This Two of Cups, Three of Cups, all this stuff around the devil energy, what's going on here? No. I would not give him a second chance. I wouldn't. What do you need to know going forward? Because you've heard enough on this. Let's say that you listen to this cranky old tarot reader that's like, okay, whatever. You trust your highest intuition that's not me, your higher self, all the time. But let's say for a minute that you think, all right, bye, yeet, see ya. Let's see what happens for you after that. That's what I want to see. We're going into the Pictorial Key Tarot from David Corsi. He's the one that also does the Ghost Tarot. It's a really beautiful kind of old school deck. This is just a hypothetical because I'm getting nosy. If you get beyond, if you decide, okay, I'm not going to reconcile with this person, that there are more fish in the sea and I deserve better, then what happens for you next? Let's just keep flipping. Okay, it's going to take you a little bit of time. This person's really gotten in your head. Here's the Queen of Cups with the nightmare and the anxiety. You don't know how to do it without this person because this person is the devil you know. He's the comfort zone you know. The Four of Wands, he's not. This happy, he's in the way of your 1111. He's in the way of what's supposed to be coming through for you. You want him to be the wish come true, but is he? No. He knows how to get along somewhat, but he's not the wish come true. These two have got the Tower, and then we've got the Empress. He wouldn't necessarily shove you out of the tower, but he would definitely steal your rank and your station and tell you that you were the poor little kitchen servant instead of the Empress. He would not honor who you are. He's not all goo-goo about you. Queen of Wands knows her power, knows her strength, and so does the Empress. But below it, you've got this need to move on and grieve whatever was lost, and this Tower that if you keep building up, it's just going to be lost. And he'll come off as the wish fulfilled. Like, what I get is a huge amount of narcissist ego energy where love bombing or promises, but never really any changes made. The partnering with the Two of Wands, and at the crossroads, you need to expand your world. You need to come down from the safety, what feels secure, the safety of your castle, one step at a time, towards the new Four of Wands situation. You need to let go of what this is with the swords and change it by adopting a new perspective. That's what's going to give you freedom. That's what's going to give you love and joy. That's what's going to give you the high harmonic that you need. Anything else about this? Don't let the holidays do you in. Don't let, I wanted to take him to Thanksgiving with the family, or, Christmas should be so nice, or the New Year's Eve kiss, or the Valentine's. Fuck all that. Don't let it do you in. Not at all. Not at all. King of Cups. Keep calm and carry on. Justice is here. There's a karmic lesson coming, and the Star. If you want your hopes and dreams and a second chance for yourself, it's for yourself. It's not for this fuckface. It's just not for him. Sorry about the language today, guys. This one just, I don't like him. This is for you. The second chance for you is to get out of your own nightmare, to smarten up, ask smarter questions of what your soul really wants. Remember who you are. Remember you're the Empress. Remember you're the Queen of Wands. Remember your confidence. Remember you got the mojo. It is you that are the cookie. Everybody loves cookie, and everybody's going to want you. But if this guy can't see it, double birds to him, because he doesn't deserve the X-Lax that's in the cookies that you'd give him. He just doesn't. Karma will come calling on him, and you will see it probably in years. But I wouldn't waste my time with this motherfucker. I just wouldn't. That's complete. I would love to have something different here, but I don't. And it's blatant. So yeah, you trust your higher self over me or any other tarot reader. I will always tell you that. But if you continue on the course with this one, you're going to get the same lesson, and it's just going to get more and more tricky to get on with your life to what's going to actually serve your highest good. I don't know how many cards can say that plainer, but that's what's coming through. So, yeah, I'm sorry. You've got one that needs the door, and you need to show him the door, and that's what's coming through on the cards.
She went, oh, dang.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't like it when it's that clear, but if you were my kid sister, you'd be hearing the same thing. And I'd be telling you the same thing. And there are times when sometimes the break needs to break and not reconcile. You don't need the same serving of the same shit sandwich and, oh, what a wonderful donut. No. It's a shit sandwich. It's a shit sandwich. And this guy is no bueno. No bueno. Let it end. Let this go. All right. Enough said. Sorry, I got a little overheated. Like, my hair clip was about to fling the hair clip. Like, yeah.
I think it's Janica. We all need a gummy after that reading.
You know, it's not the first time people have been on my channel and gotten a reading like this. Sometimes there are men that are just all too excited to have us in their lives because it's just so convenient and great for them. And we give them more credit, think they're absolutely wonderful because they fooled us or because we aren't treating ourselves well enough. And then it's like, oh, you know what? Kind of made a mistake with this one, huh? So you guys have heard this on occasion. Like, sometimes the lessons in love are lessons. They aren't the happy ever after.
Chad put, yo, Zena, take a breath. Deep breath, sorry. Deep breath.
Compose.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Yeah.
Wow. And Hannah put, thank you for that. Like, gosh. You're killing me.
Yeah, a lot of us have been
Smalls.
there. A lot of us have been there, so yeah.
And Michelle put, oh, by the way, I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's the La Chingona.
And Janica put, no, it's a great way to say all the truth. We all appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not good at sugarcoating if you didn't notice. And when it comes through strong, it's like you kind of hear it strong and it's okay. It's okay. And you know what? It's worth it when you decide that you're going to not reconcile with one that and not wait around and you're going to move on. It just is so much better, so much happier, so much happier. From my personal experience, that's the way it's been. And it's like, it's just sometimes so hard because we don't want to give up or we think, oh, we failed if we're going to end a relationship or we failed at something, No, we haven't. We're here to learn. We failed at this or the relationship has failed is such a harsh way to see it. When really, some relationships are really meant to teach us, and that's all they're meant to do. They're not meant to be the happy ever after until you grow old and die together, you know?
And Hannah put the hair claw went flying.
Yeah.
Silly put no sugarcoat for sure after listening to that reading. And then Silly also put Angie is grabbing her chancla.
Yeah, I have a chancla, kind of. So it's kind of called a hookah,
man.
but
And
yeah.
then Vika put the way you swoosh the cards.
I was irritated.
Jeez,
The
Angie.
energy off this one was real. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Stefan, we love Angie always.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
I have a fail-safe of the bottom of the next hour.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we have 3 on the list. We have Brenda, we have Vika, we have Janica.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yes, take a deep breath there, Xena.
For you. And I will.
Like, I'm back here
try.
behind the
Okay.
camera dying. I even texted Kim, man. She always makes me nervous when she's like,
Well,
Would-
why
would-
does it make you nervous?
because
What's
it's
gonna
like,
happen
I
to
don't know
you?
what's going to happen, man. I'm waiting for the screen to go
I
black.
don't know what's going to happen either. Okay. All right. We'll get a fresh tray
Okay.
out and let's get some fresh cards.
Do you need these cards you gave me over here?
I didn't even remember I gave you cards.
me cards, man.
Whatever. I'm going to have such a mess to sort through, guys. Sure, I'll take those. What are they?
Workhorse.
Yeah, I can take those. Okay. We'll put these
Okay,
ones
we
up
have
here.
Brenda for a blind.
Brenda for a blind.
Vika, you're on deck.
Okay.
Phil is scared, Michelle put yes.
He can just deal with
I'm
it.
waiting for shit to come flying my direction, man.
Hey, if you earned it, it would be.
No, I'm going to be collateral damage, man.
Oh, baloney.
Blow me?
But that is not what I said. Baloney. All right.
Oh, man.
Spell her name to me. I need to get it spelled.
Brenda.
I need a middle initial here, or the last initial.
Middle or last initial, Brenda? Oh, my gosh.
Scooch this over. Man, I need my hair clipped now, damn it. Do I have another one here?
Where'd you chuck
Can you
it?
pass me that one? It's right there.
Middle is R.
Okay.
Where is
Start with the lantern first
it?
then.
Where is it?
That white one on the white paper? There we go. Thank you. All right. Brenda R. So I've got Madame Andora's fortune cards here. And then I've got the lantern here. And the lantern is coming through a little bit stronger. Now this is the one that my friend Alex gave me. She gave me this deck and it's gorgeous, gorgeous. There is sometimes a lot of healing and journaling that goes on with this deck. So it's a good one. If you don't have this oracle, you may want to purchase it. And I don't say that on every deck for every person, but I'm saying that specifically for you. We're going to look in this one first. And usually I look in the first pick, but this one wants to come through stronger. Here's the layout. Here's the spread. They are all upside down to me. I'm going to have to shift them so I can read the damn thing. So give me a second. Then I'll shift them back as I go. It's like you're climbing through a building right now. This Radical Curiosity card is coming up first. The lantern comes up next and sharing. There's a lesson and a gift that you get. It is like you're climbing through a building, like the elevators are broken and you're having to take the stairs. It's going to be a little bit of a climb. There's false beliefs to be let go of. There's emotional energy on this side. So we've got the Radical Curiosity. That's what's going to carry you forward. The false beliefs you need to let go. There's the white owl coming in very strongly on this. This is a time where I would be looking for signs in the form of white feathers. I know it's winter and probably the birds have migrated and blah, blah, blah. But I'd look for white feathers coming in. And they might not be actual physical feathers from outside. They could be on other things, other imagery coming through. White feather wisdom coming through. Big, big, big. There's something about sacred knowing that comes through with the white feather energy coming through. This is big for you. Emotional energy going forward, a transformation happening. If you look here, this is happening. And then just before we go up to the next level of the building, this metamorphosis is coming through. You guys know how I feel about butterflies. I love the butterflies. I love the metamorphosis analogy. This is butterfly about to get off the branch and fly. Absolutely, the emotional energy is here. Can't hang out with the caterpillars. You have to leave those caterpillars in the basement. They're done. You're going forward and moving up, raising the vibe. Important for you. Oh, you can show her these. They're gorgeous. They're too gorgeous to not show off. Okay. The lantern, you're going up, up, up. The light is coming through. The weight that you've carried for a long time is letting go of, letting go of. This has the word radical a lot in this deck, and it's coming through here as honesty. Yeah. And we're getting here, and we're getting the warrior is a child here. There's a song, I think maybe it's a Christian song. Deep inside the armor, the warrior is a child. The child needs release. The trust that you have with the universe at once when you were younger needs to be restored. And the warrior is a child is the lyrics that are coming through. You're getting the radical self-acceptance. This is a huge amount of change for you to go through. Inner integration of the child that you were and what's going on now. The sisters behind you. What's going on here? Okay, I'm going to show you these cards real quick, and then I've got to take them because the sisters have something to say. There's that one, and then the radical self-acceptance coming through. That's the metamorphosis coming through on the sacral chakra. There's something about you exist, you are important, and your safety and security is handled. I want to see the sisters. Lucy's in the house. Lucy's one of my guides if you haven't been in here before. There's a team of women that are here to help you right now. Look for them. This is a team of women that are supporting, divinely supporting you, asking you to go forward. You're tasked with the chores. Cinderella comes through. Cinderella is a story that you know about serving, and then shifting and getting what she wants. Her dream wasn't ever about the prince. Her dream was about freedom. Her dream was about being seen and understood to be more than just the one who is serving. This is something where there's protection around you. There's energy around you. The sisters are here to help. There is a compassion healing going on. There's one of these sisters that you, yes, one of these sisters that you really, really helped. And this, sometimes when the guides comes in, they give me flashes of past lives. This feels like you were very much helping this person, and in the past life on that timeline. One of these sisters is on the other side, and she is here guiding and helping you. This could be somebody that may come in as an ancestor or a deeply close friend from the past life. But this is something, there's a little bit of protection, and then this is what I'm getting. Here's you. Here's the sister from the other life. These two feel like they're actually here on the earth plane right now. This one feels past life, this one feels like you. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through. There is a security thing where sometimes that gets in your way, whether you feel like safe, and you need to know that you are safe and there is support around you in this way right now. There's sharing that needs to go on strongly.
Her name is Dawn, I think.
Okay. All right. Love that. That's a beautiful name. Okay, what is Endora? Endora wants to bookmark these sides. The Green Man says the forces of nature favor you, and you've got the Medusa where jealousy leads to downfall. This one comes with a caution, comes with Medusa was her story so wrong. Don't let the heart be poisoned. Don't let the poison be running through your veins much. And don't let yourself be in the corners with the women that are not your sisters. The ones that are just because they're around you doesn't mean they're in your corner. If people are jealous of you, if people think so radically different from you, let them go. You don't have to hang out with them. Better to have time on your own even. Honor this differently. The radical honesty. The warrior's the child. If you're just waiting for somebody to include you or invite you, or if you used to be really tight friends but you've just simply outgrown someone, that is okay. These sisters here, these ones are calling you, asking you to come forward for yourself and step forward in this really radical awareness of self. I want to go back to this lantern. I'm telling you, every time I pick this up, I'm telling you should go buy this. You can get it at Amazon. I think it's probably a $20 deck or something like that. But this one is a really beautiful, beautiful deck for journaling. Moving forward, yes. The first step is taken within the stillness. This is what's going on. You're going to have to speak a truth coming forward. And the curiosity is going to have you climbing the building, crossing the desert, whatever workful metaphor you want to put. It's difficult to walk this path. It's difficult to walk. It's difficult to walk away from some that have been so close before. And you may have picked up on, like, maybe there's a little bit of jealousy or a little bit of envy there, whatever. You don't even have to go in and address it. You just don't have to be around it. Allow for there to be space for the new ones to be at your side. The sisters from the other misters that really are there to help. Then go to the sharing. Go to the sharing. It says there is giving and receiving is giving. Tra-la-la. This card I'm not loving. Give me a second. This is about the bountiful harvest. This isn't about Thanksgiving, but what you're seeing is generational. You're seeing some of the same. You're seeing these here, and you're seeing a couple kids also. This is what's going on. It's like soul tribe, soul family that comes in. Some of your soul family isn't finished growing up. There's going to be younger friends that you have in the next decade that haven't finished some of their lessons. And then you have the one that, this older one here is the same as this one here. The one that's not here on the earth plane. And then you have the others over here that are these two here. So that's what's coming through. There is this whole sense of soul tribe gathering around you right now because you're letting this child self, the things that you wanted that were truer to your own nature, come forward in a big way. And you're ready to walk away from what doesn't serve. You're ready to walk towards what keeps you curious, what keeps you interested. And you're really ready to make more of the effort on your own behalf to explore, to go deeper into that. If that means taking yourself out for a date where you're going to the bookshop, or whether you're going to, I don't know, the quilting shop or a bakery or wherever it is you want to go. Maybe you want to go to the zoo. I don't know. But wherever it is you want to take yourself, and if you wait and you don't go because you'd rather go with someone, but this someone over here isn't showing up, you can go on your own. Go anyway. Let yourself have these chance encounters that are serendipitous that get you closer and closer to your soul tribe and inviting them in. It's huge important for you, and it's different than what it's been before. It's going to help you carry this a little bit differently. It's going to infuse you with light. Anything else coming forward on this? About this light infusion coming forward? And love. This is true love and fidelity, and to thine own self be true is the first great thing we have to do, to love ourselves fully. But this golden light infusion that's coming forward here, it's right here, it's all across your wings here, it's all across the sand here. You're walking through the field of gold even if it feels like a desert. That's complete. That's beautiful. My goodness. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love that for you. All right. That's what I've got.
Woo.
That's incredible. Yeah. Is it Sting who's saying Fields of Gold? I don't know who it is. I think it might be Sting that's saying Fields of Gold. For some, that comes through as a cradle song, as a song that's very comforting, and it's a beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful. It's a little bit of a reckoning, a remembrance. It might help you as far as some of this energy also, knowing the sister's energy and the glimpses of the past life that have come through. That's what it feels like. And that doesn't come through all the time, but it's a beautiful, beautiful song. All right.
All right, Brenda put thank you.
You're welcome.
And
honey.
Chad put thank you, Lucy.
Yeah. It's fun to see Lucy today.
Okie doke. Next up, we have Vika.
Okay.
She would like a mini read about career/finances.
Career/finances for Vika.
Janica, you're on deck. Need your question when you get a chance.
Robinwood. Vika. This one has the borders, this one not. Career and finances for Vika. What does she need to know? Let's start with some lines of fives. I'm saying lines of fives and I can't get it out of my head. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Counting by fives, counting by groups, counting by disruptive elements.
Job outlook and overall.
5, 10, 15, 20. There's groups of disruptions. What feels like a disruption is coming through. You know when you're a kid and you're learning counting, you count by ones, and then you count by twos, and you're learning multiplication. You're counting by fives. Chunks of disruption. Now here you have the miser card coming up. It's going to feel like money is tight right now. Don't worry that you're not moving forward. You are moving forward. You're getting the Hierophant here. There's access to something, and this can be promotions. This can be new information at work, access to traditional stuff, and access to institutions. This is sometimes a job is offered or access to a new job. Leaving an old battlefield behind, important for you. Don't be in this energy where you're holding on too tight what doesn't work. You're leaving an old battlefield behind. You could be going towards something entirely new for the money. This is huge coming up.
Said love the 5 multiplication.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. You want to get to 25, you want to get to 25. But it's like, I don't know why that's coming in so weird, but there's a cadence, there's a rhythm, and the 5, even though it's disruptive and throws us off balance, it's also what helps us move. It's also what helps create change. So disruption of stability, even though sometimes it's like, it's not necessarily bad. Victory coming in, clarity coming in. Oh, I'm loving this. All right. What we've got is victory right here, clarity here. Queen of Swords. She knows what's fair and she cuts the shit. She's not going to settle for less than she deserves at all. She knows what she needs. Financial independence is indicated here. This is the woman of luxury and leisure time. This might be a job change where you're actually doing less work hours, but getting a higher yield and a higher reward. You're manifesting something new. Now, if you look how these come in relation to the cards below them, that's what I want to see. I need another deck. Give me a second.
Said I used to repeat it as a child in a song a lot.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to go to this next layer. I feel like we're getting layers of cake. These ones are going through. This was the Robin Wood. This is the Hanson Roberts. These are some of my oldest decks that I love, love, love. I'm just going to scooch them up so I have more room. Okay, all right. This is going to be the final deck. We'll look at this one next. What's going on? This is the next layer. So it's coming. And whatever it is that you're shifting as far as job, work, career, the money is coming. I wouldn't be too worried about being stuck in miser or not having enough. You're going to have enough. You're going to have more than enough, but you're going to take a different attack, a different approach because you're getting off this battlefield. Okay, one more shuffle of these and let's see what the 5s are showing us. So if we're going 5, 10, this would be the row of 15 if that means anything. This is going to be the most challenging for you. Right off the top, it's most challenging. We see the limiting thoughts right here coming through, the limiting beliefs and self-doubt, and you need to free yourself from being stuck on something. The limiting thoughts keep you held hostage to something that isn't so. Looking towards the past and knowing what the loss was, don't stay forever looking at that. Dream your dream again. Move forward again. It's important for you. There's new dreams to be dreamt. There's ways to honor what's happened before, and you let yourself be released from this. Offering something that is equal offer on their side too. The offer needs to be sweet. It can't be all frosting and it can't be all cake. We're making this layer cake, I mentioned before. You got to have a balance of that. Something that is too much frosting isn't going to be good. It's just going to make you want to puke. There needs to be a balance. Think about the cake metaphor as you're going out and looking at the job or looking at the finances, what you want to do. You want to have it balanced. That's where the sweetness is. Death. Something else has ended. This battlefield again has ended. The woman of luxury wants to come through. 5, 10, 15, 20. These are the more challenging rows coming through, especially right here. Then this is coming through also. This is interesting. The money, the magic, and somebody that says keep calm and carry on. The compassionate solution, the compassionate answer. It's like this is coming in for you in a different kind of way altogether. Now we're going to the 4th deck here. We're going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Come through. Hangman, new perspective. 6 of Cups. Something that you knew as a child, that you liked as a child, and this happy, nostalgic energy, this friendship energy coming through. Equal offering here, equal offering here. Will you show her those 2 cards? Thank you, honey. Yeah, equal offerings coming through on that. The Empress knows what's going on. Death, this ending that you need to move on from, is because you need to approach it from this feeling of independence, this feeling of luxury, and you're moving on more, and then you're going to have more than one choice because you're at the crossroads. We've got the Empress, we've got the 5 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. You're at the crossroads. Now let's snoop a little bit on the crossroads because this is what's coming up still. That's not the deck. Okay. We're going to the Chubby Bunny deck. I don't know what this is called really. I just call it that. I think that's what it's called. It's just a fun one. What's coming up? And something prolific coming up also. Like bunnies are always like, they're a sign of fertility because there's so many popping. Yeah. This is why we're drawn here. What does she need to know about the choices coming up? It feels like more than one offer, honestly. It feels like more than one offer. There's a lot of offers. A lot of choices to be made. Don't be pie in the sky thinking. If it's too much frosting, it's the wrong thing. Think cake and frosting when you're thinking about jobs and what you want to be doing. It needs to have the cake there too. And then moving through this portal of the world, advancement, moving forward. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. What do we got going on? Getting a little bit of a timestamp here. An echo of something. This is past and beyond the little bit of the pie in the sky thinking. The clouds clear off and dissipate, and I'm getting a 7-week mark here. So it's not quite 2 months, and it's a little bit slidey on that timestamp. Anything else? 8, strength. Follow the nudge is what I'm getting. What's going on, and your intuition is trying to nudge you gently towards what is best for you in such a beautiful way. I think you've got this. I think you know this. Don't let doubt or miser energy get in the way. Don't let bully energy get in the way. Move on. This is the time where you have transformative energy coming in big. Let go of what is ended and move on to your independence. It's beautiful for you. Empress is right here. Love it, love it, love it. That's what I've got. It's just a new perspective, but it's coming through really strong. It's good. It's good. So, yeah.
She was soon? Like, whoa.
Yeah, within 7 weeks, and it feels like that it's coming up very soon. And I know 7 weeks can feel like a long time if you're between jobs or if you're trying to get things dialed in. But it feels like it's 7 weeks with, again, the slidey. It could be a little sooner than that. It could be as early as a month. But that's what I'm getting. This is a real slidey. Could be 7 weeks. Could be just these base 4. But yeah.
Any guidance on how I find this opportunity, job board, or something?
Yeah, don't open the same old windows. Open different windows. You know, they like, when God closes a door, he opens a window. Blah, blah. You need to open a fuck ton of windows. You need to be applying for rogue things. Rogue is what I'm getting. Very rogue. Don't do the same old thing. So if you've never applied for jobs at Parks and Recreation, go for it. If you've always been like the dental assistant or somebody that's the bookkeeper or the secretary or receptionist of the situation, don't do that anymore. If you thought, hey, I might want to work in just like have my own peace and quiet, have the headphones on, and just be stocking shelves for a while, give myself a break, go for that. Whatever it is, don't be limited in the way you're thinking. Bring what makes you independent and happy forward. Don't sell yourself a bullshit. You need to be doing this because you've always done that. Don't sell yourself the bullshit. You need to do customer service just because you're good at it. You can pick up a job like that and I guess I might as well do it. No. If it needs to be different, it needs to be different. And it definitely needs to be something different. And I would be opening a lot of fucking windows. Air the house out.
She said, oh, okay, I understand now.
Yeah. All right. Good.
All
Okay,
right,
good.
and Chad put, I have an idea. Just hire Zena there to kick the doors down for you.
Kabam! Yeah.
And she put, thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. You are welcome.
Okay, we are to the last read. Our
Okay.
list is closed for today. When do you think you're going to be back?
Well, tomorrow I'll be on Autumn's, I'm pretty sure, fingers crossed, and I'll try and reach out and make sure that that's still happening. If not, you might want to go over and watch Autumn anyway. She's pretty amazing at what she does. So, probably the weekend, I would think. Maybe Friday, Saturday.
Friday or Friday and?
Friday or?
Okay.
Friday or? Yeah. I want to check on my daughter. Her husband had surgery, and I had my grandson over the other day. But I want to make sure everything's kind of copacetic over there and, you know, maybe get a little more
And
grandma
Tiger
time
spent
in.
the night and
Grandma
Angie
was
was
exhausted.
wasted when
Oh
I
my
got
gosh,
home yesterday.
Okay. So here's the deal. Tiger, my grandson, is 11. And so he's sleeping in the other room, which means I am sleeping, but I'm sleeping like mom. I'm half awake, listening. Is he okay? Is everything okay? He's fine. He's probably gotten the best sleep of his life. Meanwhile, I'm like too hot because it was cold downstairs. I didn't want the little one cold. So I crank up the heat. I'm laying in my bed, hot, toss and turn and toss and turn. It's different. You get used to empty nest and you only have to think about, okay, what's going on here? You have the grandbaby or you have the kids around, you're back to sleeping like when the kids were little. It's just bizarre. So, yeah. Anyway. But it was super fun. We watched Only Murders in the Building together, and it was really fun. And then we would go off on, okay, who was the murderer? We were in season 4. It was really fun. And 11 is a really good age, guys. If you have kids that are around age 10 or 11 around, they're hilarious. And they think they know so much. And they are funny little fuckers. So, okay. All right.
Okay, we have Jenica.
Okay, Jenica.
It is a full read,
Okay.
and she would like job, outlook, and overall.
We're going to the Slavic legends for you, Jenica. Now, I don't have 3 of these. I only have 2 of these. Maybe I should get a 3rd one of these. Job outlook overall. I'm setting it up how you usually see the Wheel of the Year, but these are not to be months. This is something that's the heart of the matter. Then we're going to see how it surrounds in the circle, and I don't know why it's this way. The rock in the lake metaphor is coming through. What's going on with that? Cards wouldn't let me do it just little all the way around. I need the big, again, it's wild. It's like somebody has thrown a mighty boulder into a lake, and the effects are rippling out, rippling out, rippling out. There's a compass going on. We've set up a compass. We don't even know it. How is this possible? Let's see what's going on here. We've got the King of Cups, the Five of Coins, and the Five of Cups. Oh, sweetie. You don't know the lesson yet, but this is coming through as a signifier for you who you are. So keep calm, carry on, be compassionate toward yourself. Detach from being overly emotional. You've got the Five of Cups feeling a little bit all is lost, and then you've got the Five of Coins feeling a little bit poor little match girl, as if there's this challenge. It's a little bit of lack energy, not having enough, and feeling like you're on the outside of something. And it kind of comes through as it feels like everybody's getting a break, and when are you going to get yours, and is yours ever going to come, is what it feels like. And yes, it's going to come. Yes, it's going to come. You will learn discernment through this. You will learn discernment about what you really value. You will learn discernment about what you really feel like is worthy of grieving or not. And when you start seeing yourself as more of king instead of lost girl, which you are learning right now, this one comes through as you. This comes through as lessons that are tender lessons of the past. Then that's when the ripple out effect begins. So it's not the moment that the rock impacts the lake that is the most important. It's what happens afterwards when the ripples go out, 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 and finally hit the edge of the lake, right? You don't know what the big effect is that you have around you and in the lives of others right immediately. It takes a little bit of time, because eventually the water goes to the edge of the lake and then comes back, right? Eventually the momentum that you push out this way comes back. Be aware of this. We've got the Seven of Wands asking you to hold your boundaries, and the Magician here. In the bottom of this, if this were a Celtic cross, this would be the conscious thoughts and this would be the subconscious. You're working on manifesting. Keep it positive. Don't let these get in the subconscious. You've had these lessons already. Don't let the energy of lack or being out or being like the separation or not enough. Don't let those lessons back in. Keep focusing on what it is you want to create, and keep creating and keep knowing that you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Hold your boundaries on this. You can do it, you can do it. Show her these. These ones are small. I want her to be able to see those. The Magician is there, and the Seven of Wands holding the boundaries is there. Now we're going forward to bring this full circle and to bring this lake expansion thing going on for you. Okay, holding the boundaries is going to be tricky. Holding the boundaries, now we had the boundaries come up earlier, and it's not just about drawing a line in the sand and creating a boundary. It's also creating room for your territory to expand. There's a story of this guy, and he had all this farmland, and then this new community pops up full of houses, and then the person that's running whatever it is, the housing association, comes and tells him how unsightly his land is, and he needs to follow the rules of the community guidelines, blah, blah, blah. And this Karen makes enough of a kerfuffle that they end up in court. She ends up losing, and she's been on a power trip this whole time. But he's the one that had the land, he's the one that was in the right, and she was just trying to impose a certain thing. Don't let somebody else that's creating community over here try and tell you you need to live and adjust by their rules when you know what it is that is your land, your space, what's already there for you. Instead, if you need to take the fight to the thing, then you do it. Because this person that is creating an infringement, devil energy here, an infringement upon things, is doing it to others too. So if you're dealing with a Karen, you're dealing with a Karen. The Karen is Karen to everyone. And I don't like using that name, but we know what we're talking about when we use that. Your territory, your boundaries are yours, and if you want to expand, expand, and it's yours to take care of. It's not for somebody else to come in on your territory and tell you how to do your trees or what looks unsightly or not unsightly. It's for her to shove it, is what it is. Now, this is a little bit of a card of nostalgia, and then we've got the King of Coins. Now, this is a little bit of delusion coming through on this one. We've got nostalgia in the Six of Cups, and we've got the Seven that's actually here. But it's got so much six energy in it. One of these cups is going to bring you truth. One of these cups is the right thing to have. But it's coming through more as a Six of Cups energy when you're looking through the rose-colored glasses. Those need removed. And whatever this Karen energy was, or this toxic relationship, be it a Karen or a Ken or whatever you call it, somebody that was trying to infringe upon you wasn't in your corner after all. They weren't as good as they seemed. They did deceive. They did trick. The seventh cup, the one that you really need to choose, is the one where you honor what's emotionally and spiritually fulfilling for you. King of Coins knows this lesson, knows the worth, knows the value. King of Coins has you on this. This is where security comes in to the point that you're expanding, going forward towards the lake. Again, expansion, like that boulder coming in. Poof, right through the water. Poof, it stays underwater for a while, and the ripple effect is what's going on. It feels like this ripple effect is going to be going on through the end of December for you. Just be aware. We got January energy coming in here. But this is what it feels like. Okay. The Knight of Wands. You're charging ahead and charging forward anyway. Whatever you're doing, you know that you aren't out in the cold. You know you're not the poor little match girl. You know you are enough. You know you've gotten through these lessons. You will need to remind yourself. You will need to pursue something with a lot of energy, a lot of inspiration, a lot of attack on this. Not to fight, but just energy coming forward. This is like where you got to push yourself. Let your ambition lead. Don't be deceived and think that you are smaller. This is the devil, and here's the lie. To think you're small, to think you're not enough, to think you don't have enough. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. We know if we just look at the surface of a lake, because of the ripples, we aren't seeing the true picture of it, right? This is what we're getting with the moon. If we're just looking at the surface and not going to the deeps, but you're going deep. You're going deep like that stone went. That's what's happening here. And then you have the sun right next to it, coming up with the Temperance card. This is huge. If this is going into December, January, we've only got a partial clock here. This feels like more like the current. This would be like end of October here, November here, December into January here. That's what we've got. We've got a season. So funny. Sun coming in here. Temperance, you're learning this balancing thing really, really well. And here's the king with the cup all along. That extra cup that you chose is in the king's hand. Balancing of the cups, balancing of the spiritual gifts, balancing of what you need emotionally, what your spirit needs. This is the magic act that you're doing really, really well. We've got the Six of Coins, the universe trying to gift you something. We've got the Emperor and the Strength card. This is you setting up new rules, new terms. So if this is October, November through December, you're working your magic and you're setting up what you want for your rules. And you're like, rules is the wrong word I'm getting. Okay, Mo is flashing me, you guys. Mo is one of my guides also. She flashes me Post-it notes. And she's giving me word code, code, code. And it's not like the hospital code blue, but it's code. You're setting up a new code that you live by. It's not rules, it's your code. Like, a knight has a code that they live by. This is your code. This is the rules that you live by. This is what your terms are. This is your code. Yeah. Strength is coming through. You're following the nudge in a different kind of a way. The universe has gifted you something. The strength of the Emperor is what you have now. This coming through. Your code of what you want. This is the code you live by. It's what you got. Yeah, it's the code that you live by. It's the code that you honor. It's the code that you want to carry forward, and it's huge for you. Ace of Coins coming in here. Now, this is where new opportunities, new rewards, and sometimes new monetary, big money, the optimal of the money suit, of the coins, of the tangibles, earthly resources coming in. Now, we did the time that came through in this compass anyway. There's something about looking to the sky, and I'm getting this card as east, but I'm getting the song Wicked, which is throwing me for a bit. Look to the western sky. Everyone was born to fly. Defying gravity. That's what's coming through from the musical Wicked when Elphaba is like flying. But it's something about the east that's coming through. It's not just the western sky. It's something about morning time, sunlight coming through again. Something about east directionally for you, which indicates to me morning, sunrise. Right here, it's already starting to happen. But yeah, there's something where you are defying the odds, defying gravity, creating magic, doing more success for yourself, creating something really out of using a smart resource for yourself. And I don't know what this is, if it's new job, if it's new money, if it's new talent, because money and coins are also talents. But you're using it in a huge new way. This is big for you. Everyone deserves a chance to fly. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Wicked and the musical Wicked, but it's definitely the Elphaba character. Over and over and over, that's coming through over and over and over. That one's worth a listen for you. 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords, clarity. So by January, you are figuring out how you're victorious. You're not adding insult to injury. Look how big and strong you've become. You're leaving the battlefield with all the swords. You win. Somebody is defeated, and you are the one that's leaving the victor. But you don't have to create more insult to injury by tracking the past and worrying about the past. You need to step more into this power here. 4 of Cups, whatever this is, this spiritual cup keeps coming through. It was where that additional cup came through, and the 6 became the 7. Don't procrastinate it. The king is holding it here. And right here, you haven't seen it just yet, but you will by January. There's clarity right by January. This is what's coming through. What else do we have for you? Across here, please. Something about the change that is happening within you. I'm getting again back to Wicked, referencing Wicked. Something I have been changed for good, and then everybody deserves a chance to fly. It's something about you stepping into your own zone of hero because you've learned your code. You are now becoming the heroine, the heroine, the hero of your own story. Queen of Cups comes out to match this. Of course it does. The Sun card comes out to match this. Of course it does. Of course it does. This Sun energy is underpinning this. Queen of Cups learns the lesson of love lost, and she dreams again. King of Cups brings balance and compassion towards that. Sun card is huge. We'll show these cards to her. These are huge for you. This is huge. You're letting go of this old narrative, and the new one has come through because you knew a situation, because you learned the situation, and you have this new code in place. You are moving forward. Code, code, code. Yeah, Mo, I got it. Yeah. Yeah. And she did write it in blue pen. And code blue, if you're watching like a hospital show, I don't know, Grey's Anatomy, whatever. If you're watching it, code blue is serious, like a near-death thing. It was a costly experience to get to this knowledge, but that's when they go with the paddles and they charge and clear, and the person ends up living through it and blah, blah, blah. That's what you've been through. It's how you've come through it. Don't focus so much on the drama of what you've been through. Focus on the excitement of what you're going toward. It's huge. Because once you figure out that you can fly, you do fly. And you do it in a way that's more creative, more free, and more exciting than it's been, than this weight that's helped, like it's pulled you down or kept you in the place where it's had this pull. You're defying gravity. That's what's going on. That's complete. That's gorgeous. I love that. This is the Slavic Legends Tarot. It's done by the same people that do the Dark Mansion, the Taroteca Studios, and it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful deck. So, yeah, that's what I got for you. I love it.
Woo.
Yeah, I swear I should have Phil write like a playlist of songs that come through for me to hear, because it makes me want to go into some of these songs. And I know I'm not as current on some of the other songs, or then I'll get songs that are like literally decades and decades and decades old, if not sometimes, a century old. Sometimes songs from way back come through, but yeah.
Okie doke,
That's
Ange.
gorgeous. I love it. I love it.
A great read. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's getting good and it's expanding. So I love it. All
Okie doke.
right.
All right, that is it for us today.
That's it for today, guys. I hope you're going to kick some ass in a beautiful, beautiful way. I hope you're compassionate with yourselves and not too frustrated, and realize that, the universe always has our back on things, even when we don't understand it. So maybe a little bit of Xena comes through for you guys today in whatever way. So that's what I got.
And Angie will be back Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Saturday, for sure.
And she possibly will be on the Black and Orange channel tomorrow.
Yeah, hoping so. Hoping that's still in the works. That's what we've been discussing back and forth, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
All right, thanks, Cam. But safe travels, Phil. Much love, Ange.
Thank you, thank
Much
you,
love
thank you,
from
everyone.
Steph.
Thank you, Steph and Chad and Kim and
Yes,
Danica and
thanks,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Angie, we'll see you Friday or Saturday.
Okay. Mwah. Bye, guys.